Collective, welcome to another random reading. Please take what resonates. So, I just did like a marriage proposal confirmation for somebody. This is not that. This is a different reading and make it make sense. Message wise, we got Aphrodite and pornography. Okay, I don't know if somebody is watching that's their fantasy or this is their habit or addiction. I don't know, but we're gonna look off Aphrodite very quickly here. She is the goddess of beauty and fertility. She's also the goddess of pleasure and love. Okay, so I don't know why this is like linked. Okay, maybe somebody's into Greek mythology. That's their belief system. I don't know, you or them. We got love, lust, beauty, pleasure, passion, procreation. She also is the counterpart for Venus, aka desire, sex, and fertility. Okay. Or she's from planet Venus as well. Okay, she's linked to dolphins, sparrows, doves, swans, har, which is a form of bunny. We got goose, bee, fish, butterfly. So if you see these symbols, this could, is a link to Aphrodite here. We got rose. She's excuse my speech and pendency. Rose. She is a seashell. Okay. Pearl, mirror, girdle, anemone, lettuce, and narcissus. Mirror, myrtle, apple, and pomegranate. All right. She was married to Hephaestus. How can I can pronounce Hephaestus, but I cannot pronounce this is crazy. I can't pronounce seashell, but I can pronounce Hephaestus. It's crazy. I wanted to. I'm like, I don't know. This is just funny. I can pronounce this Hephaestus, but not seashells. Okay, well, that's funny. And Aries, okay, which I feel like it's linked to Aries, the zodiac sign. So like somebody Greek mythology is somebody's like go-to when it comes to pornography. Okay, or maybe you embody the energy of Aphrodite, and I don't know, but that's what I got. Aphrodite and pornography. Okay, there is some sort of link here. I don't know. I really don't know, collective, but I'm just gonna pull some cards. I mean, I love all type of mysticism. I love to learn. So, and just like 2 weeks ago, I think I was watching Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Okay. Yes, I'm a sci-fi buff. I really am. So this is relevant. Okay, we got the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, I kind of feel like if you're feminine here, you could be embodying Aphrodite energy. Or they want to be with you because you embody Aphrodite energy, okay? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody feels like something is hopeless, okay? When it comes to feminine energy. This could be why they're watching pornography, okay? I don't know. Maybe somebody was pushed into that, or I don't know. Okay, let's. What is the link? What is the link? I feel like I also am tuning into somebody's like struggling as well. Maybe somebody has a sex addiction. Maybe they were with you and they can't be with you, and now they have a pornography addiction. If you're a divine feminine, this is not unusual. Especially if they fucked you over. If you're a feminine here and they fucked you over and know that you gave them some good sexual healing and they did you wrong, this could really fuck up their life, and now they can't be with anyone else because they lost their Aphrodite, they lost their Venusian energy, and therefore they have turned to pornography. Is it your fault as a feminine? No, it's their fault for fucking up a good thing, especially a goddess energy. Okay, we got Cassette here. It was in reverse. This person here, they're acting like they don't give a fuck. You're not in their head. Everywhere they turn, everywhere they look, they're reminded of you. Okay, and I'm not gonna be surprised if they have any sexual encounters. They are imagining the fact that it's with you. I saw something on Instagram yesterday where it's like, if you fuck up a spiritualist life, like, they don't even have to do anything. It's karma in itself, losing that person. Okay, so yeah, people should stay in their lane. Like, it's equivalent to messing up somebody that has a good heart. It's a different thing messing up somebody that has a good heart, but also knows how to know what magic is. Okay, know what manifestation is. Has a connection to the divine, and a lot of empaths attracts a lot of narcissists. You know that whole saying, and this person could have been like, oh well, they can do nothing to me. That's bullshit, right? But you were drawn to that person for a reason, thinking you can manipulate them. All of a sudden, now you're here. You can't even be with anyone sexually. Everybody you're with, you feel incompetent. You turn to pornography, thinking you're gonna, but you can't, because the person that you could have had a great fucking life with, or in this case, a sexual life, you fucked that up, and you fucked it up so much. You have developed an addiction to pornography, or a link to that, because nothing human could compare to what you did have. Because you didn't fuck with a human. You fucked with somebody that had goddess energy, that had Aphrodite energy. Listen, somebody's going through it, okay? They really thought they could have a chance with you or compare you with anyone else, but they fucked it up, okay? Listen, this is non-negotiable. It cannot be fixed, and yeah, they lost a good one. They lost the goddess energy. I don't know what else to say other than ha ha ha, Yeah, that's the message. I guess I figured it out for you guys. Because I was like, what the correlation is this? But hey, hopefully it makes sense. This person now wants to come in with an offer, but they can't though. And another thing, if they have an addiction, which is so funny to say, like, to pornography, and they want to come towards you, not only can you pick up on that energy, this is also a repellent. Guys, girls, if you are dealing with somebody that's a mystic, that has goddess energy, spiritualist, heck, somebody that's even religious, let's say somebody's a celibate, right? And you've been with this person, now they're trying to live a clean life, and you're out here having addictions. You guys are not in alignment. It would have been one thing if they also were in some sort of addictive behavior or mindset. Sure, you guys could come together, but no. There is a difference here. You're not what they are, and they're not what you are. Okay? And I'm going to just say this. The only reason why somebody that has an addictive nature wants somebody that is the opposite, because opposites attract, magnets, light and dark, dark and light, fire and water, is because of the opposite. You get me, right? I feel like this person wouldn't even want you if you were not the goddess energy. And you definitely don't want them because then they're fucking dark energy, or at least in addictive energy where it is no measure to the real deal, which is you and your goddess energy. Like the goddess and whatever that shit is, there is no comparison. Okay? I know what this is, collective, but I know you don't fucking want it. I know for a fact you don't want this shit. Okay? Maybe they're trying to, even if they're trying to manifest you through that, it doesn't work. I feel like this is a person that you were karmic with. You know, you're stepping into spirituality. You let them have a door open to your life in this manner. They treated you like shit in some way or form, whether they disrespected you, your fucking ancestors, the fucking universe, by, I don't know, their mindset, their actions, something. And the universe is like, okay, we don't like this shit until Divine Feminine, this goddess, clicks it. We're going to just let it play out. And you clicked it. And you said, peasant, get out of my life. Okay? Human, get out of my life because you don't exist. Why do you exist in my life being the way you are? Do you really think addiction can be compared to my energy? No. So somebody is really stupid, really naive, really gullible, thinking that they can do what you do. But not even that. Fool you in them behaving the way they behave. Because this is, like I said before, this is not in the sense of like they're doing you wrong. Oh, this is not in the sense of like they haven't done you wrong and they're coming in to, I can't even rephrase it. This person did you wrong. If they didn't upset you, they upset your fucking ancestors. They upset the universe. If it's not the universe, it's the ancestors. You had some sort of energy to you. In this case, it's the Aphrodite energy. It can just be a good heart. It just could be your sexual energy. It could have been like, fuck it. It just could have been the best sex ever, right? And you're somebody that you practice energy healing, right? Or you are in tune with goddess Aphrodite in this sense. You're spiritualist, you believer, you're somebody that's not on the same frequency as this person, right? Like I said before, I want to preach, but I don't have much time. This person, this soulmate, I wouldn't say they're karmic. I just feel like they're a stupid soulmate thinking that they could embody what you have when they was drawn to you because of your energy. I don't feel like you were drawn to them, because if you were drawn to them, collective, you would have been with them, okay? But you're not drawn to them. They were drawn to you, just like how Aphrodite pulls people into their vortex, right? You have that frequency about you. In this case, they did you wrong, okay? I don't know much about Aphrodite, except for what I just read right now for you guys, but the fact that they're thinking that they can do you wrong and attract you, even worse so if they have an addiction or they're trying to attract you based on their addiction to pornography, their marbles are all the way lost. Brain cells not connecting, okay? This person here knows that you're intuitive. They know you're a spiritualist. They know you now have some sort of connection to something higher than yourself in this case, because I'm mentioning it right now. Aphrodite could be 1010 here. They also know that not only connected spiritually, right, you're also very confident, okay? A lot of people, they could be like, let me tap into spirituality or goddess or the divine to gain more strength. You already have the fucking strength. You already have the confidence, okay? You already know how to tame people, just like the energy here. This person was probably somebody that was unruly and freaking stubborn, all right, or full of themselves, and the only person they couldn't control was you, because they were definitely under your control the entire time, thinking they can pull you back in with pornography. That is crazy. They're definitely watching over you, and when I say this, obsessively, Okay, whatever you do, they're obsessed about this. You're probably their porn. Now, I'll say this to say, because you have protection in this goddess energy, I feel like you already know what's up. Just cleanse it. I don't really feel you give a fuck. But if it bothers you, energy in your vortex, just cleanse it, okay? Just cut them off because you really don't give a fuck anyways. So just cut them off. This person here, they have sleepless nights. They have anxiety. OCD could also be relevant for some reason. But this is like my anxiety card, sleepless nights card, worrying. But I'm tuning into OCD as well because they're still hoping that you will come back. They're hoping that you let down your guards. They're hoping that they have a door open to your heart again, okay? Now, you could have met them when you were in your lowest, okay? Maybe even you. But the thing is, you are a goddess, or you embody the goddess for them. So, what's the difference between human and a god? What's between a god and a goddess? Okay, every life form comes from what? The feminine energy. Okay, so listen, this is a confirmation of somebody now that is hoping they can open a portal, aka a door, a way to your heart again, or your sexual energy in this case, and they have driven themselves mad. They can't be with anyone else. Pornography is basically their substitute for having any type of link towards you. In the same breath, if it's not actual porn, is you are their porn now. So in this case, anyone they're with, they're hoping it's with you, trying to make sure that you guys are still what? Tied together, because you once were tied together in that way. But they did you wrong, and now they have to suffer with anxiety, OCD, and worry, and sleepless nights, and dreams, and nightmares, because they did a goddess wrong. Okay? There we go. That is your message. I don't know what to say other than karma. It tastes sweet when it does, okay? Collective, you, like I said, as a feminine, you don't give a fuck, and if it bothers your energy, this concept, because you have the ability to do so, you also have the support to do so, okay? And this is just a confirmation. And if you're masculine trying to pull somebody in based on, number one, you did them wrong, knowing that they're a goddess, knowing that they're connected to Aphrodite, or maybe you're trying to use the Aphrodite energy to connect with that person, knowing the fact that they are a spiritualist or just a divine feminine that don't want anything to do with you because you did what? Wrong to this feminine. You needed either to plead the fifth, or you're going to rank up karma, which I feel like that's what you have done. The karma is what? You're not having any sexual compatibility with nobody else. You having the addiction of pornography. You living in anxiety, depression, or worry, aka OCD in this case, because of the faults. If it's not the consequences of your actions. Okay? So if you're masculine here trying to pull somebody in, or feminine, knowing you did no wrong based on somebody else's frequency, in this case Aphrodite, you will get karma. And the karma is what? The Nine of Swords card. Worry, anxiety, OCD, sleepless nights, nightmares turned into dreams, and dreams into nightmares. For some, even depression. The outcome is not the best. So anyone that's trying to pull this trick, trying to pull somebody in or manifest somebody in based on energy of the Aphrodite goddess, just stop. Okay, just stop. Okay. Feminists here, like I said, cleanse your energy. They already got their karma, and well, hey, if it's not the consequences of their actions. For a lot of you guys, they thought they could trap you. Okay. For some of you guys, you could have children together, or at least they wanted to be that father figure in your life, especially if you had father figure issues. But you have a bigger spiritual team. I don't want to be biased, okay, because humanity, we all are one. But in this case, I will say this though: there is a difference between male and female. There is also, as weird as it sounds, because of how misogynistic the world seems to be, even though Earth is feminine, Gaia, feminines have more protection spiritually than masculines do. Okay, I'm just keep it 1,000. And what I've noticed is if you don't have protection, this is like a side message, but if you don't have protection on earth, like if you go through shit with people, right? When you become spiritual or religious or connect with God or goddess, right? You have a higher chance of protection and power. This is what I've noticed. Because feminines go through a lot. I'm going to just put it there. If you don't have protection on earth, you definitely have protection spiritually, but more so than. That's just what I noticed, okay? Again, we're going to keep it. I've already talked for 20 minutes, my dear collective. We're about to wrap it up, okay? And I just want to say thank you for everybody that this resonates with. And until then, see you in the next reading. And yeah, hopefully this will help somebody on their journey. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a great Monday or whenever you see this.